This teleport matters so much. So much. And why? Why this matters? You'll have to wait around for the next episode to see, fellers. You'll have to wait. It's fort construction. That's why we need it. Using the estate agent near the center of Fortis, we can buy ourselves a house. Teleporting there is a matter of getting 40 magic. Teleporting home was a matter of completing Twilight's Promise. With no other teleports anywhere in Varlamore, the Civitas teleport is our only way back. We can't even begin construction simply because we can't leave our house once we get there without the Civitas teleport. So we have a nice little magic grind that we're about to do before we can go ahead and even do construction at all. Construction is one of our requirements for Perilous Moons. Level 10 construction and level 20 fishing are going to be the easiest for me. These guys we will talk about at a different date. So the best place to get mind runes for me is down here. They're all over the floor just waiting to be loved. And these moss giants do drop a little bit of air runes as well. And the staff is back here. So I figured we'd come here while I had food, and then there's a better place to get air runes after I'm done getting whacked by these guys. I'm assuming we'll be fine because we're Chads, but we'll figure it out. They spawn fairly quickly too. That's what's nice, is they just pop back up super fast. So I actually could just bring food, not even fight those guys, and just keep running around and getting a million of these guys. When we first checked this out, this was a bugged air rune. You could only take the staff. The air rune would not actually be stackable. It was a quest air rune that you couldn't really use. Let's see if they fixed the bug or if it's still pretend. No, nice. So we actually could just hop worlds and pick up one at a time. Alright, boys, we're going to go ahead and use defense. I have been gifted the knowledge of a thing called Eclipse Wine by a few of the commenters from the last video. So thank you guys for that because, you know, the steel sword selling spree shall be no more. Eclipse Wine sells for 400 in the general store. I will never stop saying Grand Exchange. It sells for about 400. So that way we can go ahead and train up to 30 and start checking out Adamant. Especially if I'm going to stay here for a little bit and do some Moss Giants. Ooh, I do want to talk to Leo. Yes, you can. You will give me a lamp eventually. So now we have to kind of hold on to this for a good long while, which kind of sucks, but this will eventually be a lamp for us, which is top of the line. So, small price to pay. Maybe I shouldn't whack them. Maybe I should go ahead and just keep getting runes. But either way, we're going to hang out here for a little bit, try to see as many mind runes as we can get, and then we're going to go kill some banditos. Alright, we've had our fill of Moss Giants for now. I'm getting whacked the fuck out of because, you know, Mithril, level 30, is needed. We're going to go kill some bandits because they drop air runes pretty frequently, and they drop mind runes less frequently, but we need air runes more than we need mind runes anyways. So, we're headed over there. That should be a lot more simple. And hopefully we'll get 30 defense. Go trade in for Addy. They're kind of all over the place, but this is where I'm going to whack them for now. So like the Eclipse Wine, I got a tip from you guys that I could do this. No way, man. Let's go. Okay. That changes fucking everything. We're going to go sell off this bullshit here. And I think I'm going to just try to sell a bunch of Eclipse Wines real quick to get the cash stack big before I start loading up on a bunch of different wines, or a bunch of different runes and Terramins.
Everyone's seen a wheelchair ramp at some point.
So this is the new moneymaker. Dude, I love that I have you guys to help me out. It's so nice, because, like, I hopped forever to get steel swords. But this, with the lines, is way better. Now we just take Rainu back to the general store and sell this shit off. You guys are so helpful. The thing is, I saw this on my walk around. I have it on my, hey, this is in Varlamore. You could use this, like, list. I have a whole list of NPCs and shit, so I know what I'm working with. I have this on there. Just didn't fucking think to maybe sell the super expensive wine to the general store. Accidentally bought Addy pants. So now I'm stuck with Addy pants. I got 10 more K to get before I can get Addy skirt too. Or Addy shirt. Not Addy skirt. The skirt of adamant. Dude, even when the world hopping is more efficient, I still fucking want to kill myself doing it. I think it's fake. I think it's fake. It's not real. Where's my air runes? I have a steel longsword and some coins, but like what? Where? Where? Donde está la biblioteca? I want my air runes. 25 defense. We're almost green. 5 levels to green. Gonna be green. Where are my air runes? Did you see me not get air runes just now? I'm sorry, I'm whining. Yo. Fucking lady. Hold on. Hold on, lady. Let me bury these. Lady! Come on. Give me a baguette. I don't want a goddamn square sandwich, bro. I want a baguette. Munch. I don't mind a square sandwich.
No air runes for Lepoca. Only sadness and despair.
You have 5 seconds before the aughts takes over and I blow your eardrums out. This is a warning. Please be careful. Our air runes! We get the air runes, Caleb.
How many you get?
I got another set of 8, and now I'm 3. Now I'm 30 defense. My life is just fucking mint, and now I get to go and buy adamant full helm and then put on full adamant. 20 goip away from having a green helmet for me. Yay, I can buy a green helmet now. Come here, lady. I want a green helmet. I'll take a green helmet. Green helmet. Helmet that is green.
Okay, Buck, I get off. I have to go work.
Okay, love, kiss,
Good luck
kiss.
on grind. Love, Buck.
Thanks, bae. Just like that, I'm all alone. All alone once again. Sell. Sell. We're rich again. And not only are we rich, but we're green. Haha, green man, green pock, green Fortistic motherfucker. Even Cape green. All green all the time. Green. Travel Rainu. Nope, gotta get food. Fuck me. So now that we have Addy, we're done with these guys. At least for a little while. We're gonna go hit some Moss Giants because they drop 18 instead of 8. They're not as common as the bandits have it, but 18 is more than 8. Plus, I can stack Mind and Earth runes while I'm there. 200 Earth runes, 100 Mind runes, only 16 Air runes. I think I'm taking a nap. This is AIDS. This is fucking AIDS. This is mild ass. This isn't that bad, but it's gonna take a long time. You know what? I'm actually enjoying this. 16. Not 160. Not any actual amount. I can cast 16 wind strikes. 16. That's all. 16. So over the last bunch of kills, I ended up getting a medium clue, a steel pickaxe, and I got a book of knowledge. These guys are pretty nice drops. We're going to check out the medium clue. South of the Slayer Tower, we can't do that, so we're going to drop it on the floor. The steel pickaxe I'm going to keep just in case I want to do some mining. It's like a mildly rare drop from these guys, and it only takes up 1 spot. It might go eventually, but for now, we have this. And this guy right here I want to talk about. So to this point, I've been lamping Slayer.
He's lamping Slayer.
I've been doing this because, as you guys know, the 48 Slayer requirement for Perilous Moons is our biggest hurdle so far. Perilous Moons is the only way I'm going to get gear good enough to go anywhere near the Colosseum. And what's mainly stopping me from getting there is that high Slayer requirement. We also are going to need 20 Hunter, 20 Fishing, 20 Runecraft, and 10 Construction. Fishing isn't a huge deal. Varlamore has multitudes of fishing spots and different places to get fishing XP. Hell, I haven't fished a single fish and I'm already 7. Thanks, Evil Bob. Construction's fairly easy. The only thing is, I need to go get a saw. There's only 4 places to get one. Tool Store 1 in your house. The Varrock Estate Agent has a spawn near him. There's one in the Shazian encampment, and one in the Cabos Lowlands. Tool Store 1 is where I will be getting saws overall. But to make Tool Store 1 in my house, you need a saw. So for construction, I would simply leave Varlamore, get a saw, come back, and build Tool Store 1. Then I would have infinity saws, and I wouldn't need that tainted, non-shining saw anymore. Runecrafting would need to be lamped. There's no low-level runecrafting training in Varlamore. The only thing that I can do to runecraft is at level 33, crafting Sunfire runes. Reaching level 20 would take me 54 lamps. With the natural spawn mechanics, it takes 1 to 2 hours to spawn a random event. When a certain swamp man was force spawning random events, he got that down to around 40 minutes. For just level 20 runecrafting, it would take me 36 hours of playtime non-stop, and every single one of my random events would have to give me a lamp. And that's if I was able to force spawn them at the 40-minute interval that our swamp friend came up with. Hunter is fairly similar. I also need level 20. And I also don't have any super low-level hunter training methods in Varlamore. The first thing I have access to on my own in Varlamore is catching baby implings at level 17. This would take me 47 lamps. At the rate of 40 minutes per random event, if every random event gave me a lamp, it would take me 31 1/3 hours to lamp to 17 before I could start training the last 3 levels to get 20. Then comes the big boy, Slayer. There's no Slayer Master to train in Varlamore. I have no way to get Slayer XP except for lamps. You need 48 to even begin Perilous Moons. You can't kill the Naga and get in Camtorum without 48 Slayer. 48 Slayer would require 263 lamps, 2 of which I've already used on Slayer, so I'm down to 261 left. At the same force spawn rate of 40 minutes per random event, if every single random event gave me a lamp, it would take me 174 hours of in-game time to get enough lamps to lamp to 48 Slayer. With all of those hours totaled up, it would take me 10.05 days of playtime to get enough lamps to lamp all of those skills to where they would need to be to complete the quest. With the amount of time that I can play, 10 days of in-game time would take me a very long time. I don't have a good estimate for when I would get to Perilous Moons. This would be the purest way to do this, to actually never leave Varlamore and lamp these 3 skills to where they needed to be. I have came up with a possible workaround. We would leave Varlamore and do some quests. We would of course start with Druidic Ritual and getting a saw. These are 2 exceptions that I was going to make no matter what. Next we would do the Varrock History Museum quiz. This would give us 1000 XP in Hunter and in Slayer. To follow this, we would complete the easy quest, X marks the spot. This would give us an antique lamp that could give us 300 XP, which we would use on runecrafting. To follow up, we would do Client of Karen. This would give us 2 antique lamps that both give 500 XP apiece. One we would use on runecrafting, and one we would use on Hunter. After the History Museum and the Client of Karen lamp, we would have level 12 Hunter, which would let us start the Ascent of Arceus. Finishing the Ascent of Arceus, we would have 3000 Hunter XP, just underneath level 17, what we would need for baby implings. This would also give us 500 runecrafting XP. We would then go on to try the Temple of the Eye, but we would not have to complete it. The 5,000 runecrafting experience it gives for finishing it is not required, as during the quest, you get 4,210 runecrafting XP. We could go, begin Temple of the Eye, go as far through it as we need to reach 20, and then leave before we complete the quest. The only thing left to do would be Slayer. We would then go to Draenor Village, meet Spria, and complete the Poor Sign of Interest quest. This would get us to just over level 13 Slayer. And from there, we would use Spria as our Slayer Master. Spria's tasks are very low level, and a lot of them can be done in Varlamore. If her task was able to be done in Varlamore, it would be. Things like ice fiends, rats, cows, all of them would be done in Varlamore. If Spria gave me a task that I didn't have the points to skip and couldn't do inside of Varlamore, I would make an exception, go fight the Slayer task, and come back. If I got enough points before reaching 48 Slayer, I would skip or block those tasks entirely, trying to give myself the best chance to get a Varlamore task. Using Spria as my Slayer Master would mean all I would have to do is charter a ship to Port Sarum, take the nice little walk across the dock, go talk to her, and see what tasks I get. Of course, this would cost me the 1500 GP there and the 1500 GP back every single time I needed a Slayer task. I wanted to use quests as much as possible if I was going to work around the lamps. Quests felt like the best way to spend the least amount of time possible outside of Varlamore. What do you guys think? Should I lamp the skills? Should I take the months? Would that be enjoyable for you to watch? Or should I go ahead and take the charter ship over and talk to Turael's daughter? I would love to hear everyone's opinions. Every Snowflake Iron Man has exceptions like this, but are these too much? Please let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys next time.